I'm here, and today I want to talk about on this Memorial Day sacrifice versus reinvesting, and the difference between a sacrifice and reinvesting when it comes to business, when it comes to sales, when it comes to marketing, the whole nine yards. Um, Now, sacrifice, let's go over that first. That is what the people on Memorial Day, that's what we're honoring them for, right? That's what the military, first responders, people of that nature, they gave up something that they will not get back, okay? Which is their lives. And we honor them. That's not the same as reinvesting. Now, a lot of times when we're talking about sacrifice, we're talking about like, oh, you have to not spend time with your family because you have to go to a meeting or you have to do this or you have this or that or that. That's not sacrificing. That's called reinvesting. Okay. I'm not going to go to my family outing because I have a meeting or I have to get this work done to make sure that I'm getting this sale or to make sure that I'm marketing correctly or whatever it may be. So that's what I look at when I'm talking about sacrifice is that we're not talking about an actual sacrifice. We're not talking about something you're not going to get back. What we're talking about is something you don't necessarily always want to get back. Like TV time, right? Why do you need to binge like 700 episodes of whatever it is that you like? You don't, right? Reinvest that time and that energy into something that's going to produce you some results, right? Some productivity. Um, I always say if you can find two things, here are the two things that I would say, or that I focus on. One is what can you reinvest time wise, right? What is sucking your time that you can reinvest that into something that's more productive, right? Either watching TV or, watching sports or reading the news, something of that nature, scrolling through Facebook and Instagram and all these other things that don't provide you value, or at least watching stuff that doesn't because it's a cat video or something. Those are things that you can reinvest your time into something that is more valuable, right? If you're trying to sell or you're trying to market, obviously you want to be producing the content instead of consuming the content. You want to be reading a book or you want to be doing something of that nature, reading something, studying your craft, your skill, your industry, rather than watching, some kind of Family Guy or something like that. The other thing is, how do we reinvest our focus, right? Our energy and our focus, our mindset. And that comes with getting rid of the garbage, right? Getting rid of the garbage people around you if you have that, right? Maybe you can't get away from them, but at least you can kind of ignore them, go to lunch break somewhere else, whatever it may be. Stop listening to negative news, stop listening to all the COVID stuff, whatever side you're on, who cares? Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you're not doing something productive, it doesn't matter anyway. So you need to be focused, right? You need to reinvest that focus away from the negative and the distracting and into the positive and productive. So those are my two tips today on this Memorial Day as we honor the people that have sacrificed the ultimate sacrifice. And we talk about the difference between sacrificing and reinvesting. And the biggest thing I'd say is there's really not a whole lot that you're going to sacrifice when you're building a business or something like that. Maybe a little bit of time with your family, but you're reinvesting it so that, and here's the thing, so that your dividends later on are bigger. Because if you invest sooner, especially if you have something that's duplicatable and residual, that's how I always think. If you're building something that's residual, then you have more time on the back end. So you're really just reinvesting things. So those are my tips for today. If you have any questions, leave them below, reach out to me. And until tomorrow, have a great day.